This is our ranking criteria. We're going to be ranking the two leagues, who's got the most competitiveness, who's got more star power, and who's got better play style. Who's the league we prefer to watch, the most enjoyable to watch?
Where are we starting?
I'm gonna go first. I think,
Come on, Janelly.
I think in terms of competitiveness, I think how tight the table is at the end of a season is a direct reflection of how competitive a league is, and the NWSL has the upper hand. When you came down to that last match day in the NWSL, it was tight. Spots 3 through 10 changed.
Decision day.
Yep. Yeah. So I think NWSL has the upper hand only in competitiveness, not in other parts.
I'm going to piggyback that. I think competitiveness across the board, because I think on any day, how many teams do we have now? 16? Are we going to have 16? 14? I don't know. Yeah. 16 teams. The 16th team, I think, can beat the first place team. And that has been the case pretty much the whole time the NWSL has been around. And I think that's what makes the NWSL such a special league, is the competitiveness.
Competitiveness, investment. I mean, to become an NWSL team, the standard is so high. Mm-hmm. Every single team that comes in, and we're seeing that with Boston, with Denver, you need your own facilities. You need all the professional things that other teams crave, older teams, older leagues crave. So that's why I'm giving it to NWSL as well.
Competitiveness.
Yeah. Girls, come on.
I'm looking at thinking competitiveness, but Kansas City still absolutely crushed the entire league. Okay, they didn't win the championship, but they won the league, the Shield. That, to me, in my European brain. Yeah. But I think what this league is known for is competitiveness, so I have to give the amount of different winners we've had in the NWSL much more variable to the WSL in terms of Chelsea's dominance, so I would give NWSL competitiveness.
On to our next one. Who has more star power, NWSL or WSL? Come on, girl.
WSL.
WSL. I'm even arguing that.
WSL for me.
Why, Hannah Cash?
I just think.
I was about to be like strong.
I just think you've got so many more girls that are known around the world, playing in, winning more European championships, winning more of those events.
European players.
You're saying the advantage of playing in a Champions League and...
Yeah. They're just, they're playing on bigger stages, I think.
I guess it's how are we measuring star power?
This is this thing. This visibility and star power comes hand in hand. I think in WSL, you still have your US stars. You have Naomi Girma, Alyssa Thompson, Macario. We just spoke about them. You've seen Carly Lloyd in the past, Alex Morgan come into the WSL. They're your biggest players in US, or a few of. Then you have your top Europeans. I'll talk Viv Miedema at Man City, Dutch, won the Euros World Cup finalist. I could list off so many star players.
I will counter you.
I'm gonna
Marta. Same. Marta.
Yeah, for sure.
And Alex Morgan is not going to be, for me, a brand associated with the WSL. I think
that's a fair point.
Very much
you used a very small.
I could use current ones. I used current ones as well.
I was thinking a little bit about kind of with star power, like endorsements.
I'm outnumbered.
We are seeing.
Hannah, come on.
Yeah. And I kind of went off Europe, not even the WSL.
Winning the Euros, I'm like, well.
I just think Europe.
I think we are seeing these English players get huge, now blockbuster, record-breaking endorsements. And that's something that I'm thinking as we approach 2027. We don't know the numbers, but we know Trinity, Mal, Sophia, they're also on huge sponsorship endorsements. So for me, it's hard to compare when they're big American stars playing in the US and big English stars playing in England. It's both going to feel to us that they have so much star power.
I think a big advantage that England has is they have the history of being attached to men's clubs. Chelsea, I mean, that league has been so much older, has so much more history. Although the women's team's still young, only 15 years old, NWSL's 13, still teenagers, still sassy, still lots of work to mature. But
I love the shoulder pops within that.
You got to shimmy a little bit with it. But WSL has the attachment of that, the legacy of what the clubs mean. You've talked about it with Arsenal and the influence of some of the men's players that have come and supported. Thierry Henry talked about it, Ian Wright. I mean, we can kind of list off that, and I think from that perspective, that's given them the platform of maybe star power, but I think NWSL is originating from like a Trinity Rodman, who probably has the most marketing deals out of any female athlete around the football world right now.
I think that before this past season, I think that a lot of the U.S. stars resided in the NWSL, right? And that gave the NWSL star power. And that's what a lot of people I think fans, the front office, the teams, they were worried about this departure of these big names for the national team because of the star power that they possess, a Naomi Girma, an Alyssa Thompson. So I think that it's split. I really do. I think, and I'm not trying to be. There she is. But I really do. Like I think that you can. Some people have made so many good points, right? Global brand of a Chelsea, of an Arsenal, of a Man City. These brands have been around for so long. NWSL doesn't have that from their clubs yet. They're trying to build it. Angel City, I would say, is becoming a global brand. I would say Gotham FC is building a global brand. That is their intention. They don't have it yet. So I think you pair the visibility and the stardom of the clubs with players, and that's what builds star power. So right now, I do think it's split because I think that playing in America, you can become this star, and I think that WSL could actually do more with their stars and the fact that they have these legacy brands around their clubs.
So can we go in the middle?
Wait, I have something to say. I have something to say about this.
Let's hear it.
Hannah, cash money.
You mentioned Trinity Rodman,
Yes.
and I feel like she's the star. And I feel like WSL
Has multiple.
has multiple
I agree.
stars.
Agreed.
I agree.
And that's star power.
I also think that's a little bit
Hannah.
of the fault of the NWSL, though.
I agree as well.
But I do
As
think
in
it's
for you.
helped.
Yeah, I'm actually siding more with WSL. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Darian's opinion is maybe the middle shade of pink with WSL, because I do think the WSL does a better job of elevating more people on a team versus the one star that's the face of everything, that gets all of the
agree.
marketing, that is the marquee player. They can have franchise players in the WSL, but you're not going to be the lone star on a team.
I think
And
that
here's
is
the
helped
thing.
by the clubs having
Absolutely.
the brand.
I think I'm sold.
That, but also no salary cap, right?
Thank you.
I think that. Okay, well, I think that star power is based. You have to have the money to get the stars, right? And NWSL has a cap on what they're able to offer their players. So WSL can bring in the stars. So
Play style.
WSL.
So most enjoyable
I think
to watch.
For me, WSL offers different levels of style. Where have you gone?
No, we all can't go over there again.
Oh, is that NWSL?
Okay, well, I missed it
Are
the
you
last
guys-
time, so I thought I had to go.
Wait, was that for NWSL though?
For WSL.
What do you think?
My personal preference is WSL. I think you see more variety of games. You made a really good comment off air about Chelsea, Arsenal.
yeah, when I watched that game.
If you everyone was in a white shirt or the same color shirt.
Well, two different shirts, but not their jerseys.
Not their jerseys.
Differentiate the teams.
You can,
yes.
You explained it better. I need to get subbed out of this segment. I've not got a word in.
No, basically, when I watched the Arsenal-Chelsea game, if I would have turned the TV on and not known that it was Arsenal-Chelsea, not known who the teams were, I would have thought that I was watching an NWSL game.
Yeah.
Because of the back and forth, the intensity, the transition, a little bit of choppiness. I don't think it was the best soccer until later in the game, but yeah, I think that is it. So I
so
feel
what
like
is that supporting?
On that for me, it gives a more variety of football. You get some,
WSL.
Yeah. You have the transitional, high intense,
Right. They're able to play that
matchups,
way.
high quality, playing through the lines, and then you have these low block, breaking down a block that's, some might say, more boring to watch, but it's more patient play. It's a different style of football. For me, WSL offers more styles. That's why I prefer it.
I agree.
I think the NWSL is more entertaining because in the WSL, you're never going to see the bottom of the table team beat the top. In the NWSL,
but competing for a
playoff position,
or
no.
a top of the table
In the
position.
NWSL, whoever's seeded in eighth
Because you have
place,
8 spots.
they've
to
won
go,
the NWSL championship. So that I think there's a big difference.
But doesn't that
there.
go back to kind of the parity? Like when you watch a game, would you rather see the style of the tactics that go into when a bottom team or an FA Cup bottom team is going up and playing against a Chelsea and what they're trying to do tactically to try to get this miracle win, different styles across the league, or this very even?
I think we do see different styles in the NWSL.
It's getting better.
I think it's getting better. I think there are teams
getting
that
better.
I
It's
think
still
there-
growing.
There are teams that build out of the back, that connect through the middle, and then there are teams that are very, very direct. We get a little bit of both. I do agree with your
But
point.
nobody sits in a block.
I agree. with
Everyone
your
high
point. In the
presses.
WSL, it's a little bit
It's
more
all gassed.
strategic,
Yeah.
it's more tactical. In that sense, I completely agree with you.
I think the play style is more exciting in the NWSL because every game feels like something's on the line. people are
basing it on
playing like a
excitement?
championship game. What'd you say? Psycho?
Yeah, on excitement, like as a
but
objective fan.
there are more styles of play
and closer to
in the WSL. So, but I would prefer to watch an NWSL game over. I have to pick out of a hat and watch a WSL game.
I agree with you.